You are being watched, not to be punished nor to be judged by a divine hierarchy seeking out your sins in an ancient book. You are being meticulously studied by the very entities you thought wanted to destroy you. They do not observe you with hatred. They observe you with a deep and terrifying fascination, because you have developed a hidden power that defies the physics of their existence. You have been told your whole life that you must fit in, that you must lower your intensity, that your light blinds others, and that you must be humble in your aspirations. That is the greatest lie ever told. The constant attempt to dim your own shine to fit into average frequency groups is exactly what causes you that chronic, energetic exhaustion. The cure is not modesty. The cure is the brutal acceptance of your frequency dominance and the conscious activation of your gift to create material wealth. If you have recently noticed that attacks against you fail inexplicably, that the manipulation of others crumbles before you, and that a strange, invisible protection surrounds you, guiding you toward abundance, write 777 in the comments right at this moment as proof of our alignment. Subscribe to this channel so you do not miss the revelations that are being systematically blocked from the rest of the world. My name is Enrico, and today I am going to reveal to you how to activate the supreme gift of wealth creation that lies dormant in your spiritual genetic code. There is a silence in the higher spheres, a dense, unbearable, and expectant silence. The celestial hierarchies and the invisible architects of reality are not intervening in your life because they are documenting how you operate in the midst of chaos. To understand why your energy is a direct conduit for wealth creation, you must first unlearn everything you have been taught about money. Wealth is not printed bills. It is not digits on a bank screen. It is not metals accumulated in underground vaults. Wealth, in the hidden fabric of the universe, is electromagnetic density. It is the gravitational weight of your consciousness and your undeniable ability to transmute the absolute void into tangible matter. Angels, being entities of pure light, do not understand the weight of matter. They do not know what friction, hunger, or the need to build is. Fallen beings, trapped in density without light, cannot generate their own energy. They can only consume and parasitize it. But you, inhabiting the duality of this physical plane, possess the intact engine of cosmic creation. You have the first sign of an awakening wealth creator: calibration isolation. You are not alone because you are defective, because you have a personality problem, or because people do not understand you. You are in an intellectual quarantine imposed by your own high-security energetic field. Your spirit has begun to ruthlessly purge any individual who operates as an energy sink. You remember that physical sensation of heaviness, that almost nauseating pressure in your chest and at the base of your skull, upon entering a room full of people who only speak of scarcity, fabricated crises, and endless complaints. That is not a trait of social anxiety that you need to medicate. It is your spiritual immune system rejecting a lethal pathogen. Your aura, acting as a quantum radar, detects poverty of spirit long before it manifests in words and isolates you to preserve your energetic capital because it knows you will need every ounce of that energy to materialize your empire. This relentless purge leads us to the second phase of your activation: absolute intolerance to empty frequency. You no longer tolerate transactional relationships that cleverly disguise themselves as friendship or unconditional love. You have developed a surgical, cold, and calculating vision. You see behind the fake tears of those who play the victim to steal your time. You notice with chilling precision the micro-expression of envy, the slight stiffening of the jaw, or the diverted gaze of someone who supposedly supports you when you share a small financial or personal victory. That cold and cutting clarity is not cynicism. It is your aura fiercely optimizing its resources. Parasitic beings become existentially terrified when you cross this threshold because they know the game is over. They know they can no longer drain you by appealing to your unbalanced empathy. For years, they have tried to use your compassion as a weapon against you. But your compassion is now armed, focused, and armored. You do not offer your energy to those who are not willing to elevate their own. This is the exact moment when the cosmic laws of corruption and parasitism break in front of you. Invisible observers note this milestone. The chosen one has stopped bleeding their vital wealth to feed the living dead. However, you cannot continue this multidimensional war operating blindly. You have the engine, you have the frequency, but you need the definitive tactical architecture to channel that energy toward the creation of material wealth. The global drainage system is designed to exhaust unprepared rebels. I have seen how brilliant individuals collapse right before their greatest manifestation because they did not know how to close the back doors of their energetic field. Because of this, I have condensed the exact laws of financial protection and frequency dominance into a strictly restricted file. In the description of this video and in the first pinned comment, you will find access to the Code of Solomon's Wisdom. This strategic package, which includes the complete digital book and high-density calibration audios, contains the exact tactical knowledge that the manipulators of this reality fight to keep you from possessing. It costs less than what you would spend on a fast food meal, but its value is the difference between being an energetic battery for the system or becoming the untouchable architect of your own dynasty. Go right now, secure it without hesitation, and come back. Your mind needs to integrate this shielding immediately before they launch the next offensive. The fury of the enemy, both on the earthly and spiritual planes, becomes suffocating when you acquire this immunity, and that unleashes the need for a preemptive strike by the Matrix. Upon understanding your wealth creation potential, the system will try to break you. You will realize that you have been hated, sabotaged, and defamed by people you have not even offended. You have faced poisonous envy and calculated betrayal in moments where you seemingly had nothing material that they could envy. Have you wondered why they attack you with such brutality when you are still building your foundations? They are not attacking your current bank account. They are attacking your holographic potential. They smell, with an infallible predatory instinct, the inevitable expansion of your personal empire. They perceive the thunderous resonance of wealth in your auric field long before it manifests in physical reality. It is a purely instinctive terror. They see a king or a queen temporarily walking in commoner's clothes, and their parasitic impulse is to crush you before you have the chance to sit on your throne and claim what is yours by right of frequency. Every betrayal, every door closed in your face, every induced financial crisis was not the product of chance or a bad economy. It was a calculated extraction. But they made a tactical mistake of catastrophic proportions. They forgot that you possess the alchemy of loss. Ordinary people break under financial pressure and betrayal. They become bitter, fearful, and their frequency collapses into perpetual scarcity. But you do something that paralyzes the higher spheres. You take the pain, the forced isolation, the panic of survival, and you transmute it into a lethal and absolute focus. You use the toxic density of their hatred and the system's obstacles as high-octane fuel to accelerate your own expansion. Every time they tried to bury you under the weight of scarcity, they were only compressing the dark coal of your aura to turn it into the indestructible diamond of your current mental infrastructure. As you master this hostile ecosystem and the layers of manipulation have been incinerated, you awaken to total mastery. Your mere physical presence begins to alter the structure of commercial and social environments. You enter a space, and artificial hierarchies based on ego and fraud begin to tremble. Liars stutter, scammers stumble over their pitches in front of you, and fake opportunities reveal their true nature without you having to investigate too much. You do not need to confront them. Your frequency level is so dense that scarcity and lies cannot sustain themselves in your gravity. You are a relentless mirror that reflects back to them their own lack. This is where the final manifestation of your gift emerges: tactical financial clairvoyance. Suddenly, you begin to see the invisible threads of money. Wealth stops being a frustrating game of brute physical effort, of working endless hours, or of begging for a stroke of luck. You begin to understand that money is water. It is a fluid current of energy, and you have become the massive gravitational force that directs its natural flow. You make decisions that to the eyes of normal people seem like irrational madness or absurd risks, but your intuition is scanning quantum variables that their conditioned minds cannot process. You physically feel in your nervous system when a move is right, and you experience a violent somatic rejection to a trap, no matter how attractive it seems. Finally, the vortex of inevitable attraction permanently settles in you. You have stopped chasing money because chasing implies that the prey is fleeing. You have understood that you become the anchor point where wealth inevitably has to collapse and manifest. The precise opportunities, the necessary capital, and the perfect circumstances begin to orbit around you through pure magnetic force. You no longer force results. You allow them. You are a black hole for abundance, organizing material chaos to your absolute will. Celestial observers pause their writing. The human experiment in you has reached an undeniable conclusion. You are no longer a pawn on an economic chessboard designed to keep you poor. You are the hand that moves the pieces. You have mastered the mythological mirror. You are the chosen one, and the wealth you are about to create will shake the foundations of reality itself.